All right, Vrinda, I think we can start now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Vrinda Vritti, GDSC lead at Chitkara University, extends a warm welcome to each one of you to today's session. We are honored to have with us a distinguished speaker, Dr. Puneet Sharma, a renowned professional at forefront of computer science and engineering, currently holding a esteemed position as Associate Professor and Associate Dean for Cloud Computing and DevOps at SI University, Warangal, Telangana, India. Dr. Sharma brings over 11 years of extensive experience in teaching and research to his role. Prior to this, he has served as an assistant professor both at MIT University and at SRM IST, Delhi NCR. Dr. Sharma's academic journey is marked by stellar achievements. He earned his PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from MIT University, Uttar Pradesh, and holds a master's degree in Computer Science and Engineering from SRM University, Tamil Nadu, India. His undergraduate studies saw him excel, earning a bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering from Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu, India. Beyond his formal education, Dr. Sharma holds a diploma certification in networking protocol engineering from Annamalai University. His dedication to research is evident through his extensive publication record, comprising over 29 research papers in prestigious conferences and journals. Moreover, he has contributed in chapters to books published by Springer. Dr. Sharma's expertise acknowledged by his membership in professional bodies such as IEEE and his invitation to join the London Journal Press. Actively engaged in fostering academic growth, he has organized workshops, faculty development programs, and delivered guest lectures at national and international conferences. With his research interest encompasses cloud computing, cloud forensic, software testing, and operating system, culminating a patient credit in his contribution. In a sense, Dr. Puneet Sharma epitomizes a committed accommodation researcher and continuing pushing the boundaries of computer science and engineering. Without a further ado, let's delve into the insights and wisdom Dr. Sharma has to offer.
Thank you, Brinda. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Brinda, for giving this wonderful introduction. So, welcome all. Good afternoon to all. Thanks, Neha ma'am, your dean sir, Professor Dr. Raj Varan sir, for giving this opportunity to have this wonderful sessions on the hands-on on the AWS workshop. So, without wasting a time, we will start with the workshop. So, just I'm sharing my screen, and anywhere in between, if a video if I'm playing and if you're not able to hear it, please Brinda hook me up so that I can recheck with the audio settings. Right.
Sure, sir.
So just starting with the things. Give me a second. So is my screen is visible to you all, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll start with that we are going to be hands-on on the EC2 and the S3 services of AWS. This is one of the biggest services which we are using in AWS. We'll first see basics of the cloud computing. What is cloud computing? How much power it gives to the society, the educators, the technology to give the run the business, right? Then we'll move to the console of AWS and we'll go for the hands-on for the services of EC2 and S3 services of AWS, right? So this is the roadmap of the workshop. First, we'll go with the cloud computing basics. We check with the history, benefits, and the characteristics. Then we'll check about the various cloud models. Then we'll check about the AWS services. Then what is the AWS adoption framework? And then we'll start with the computing services and storage services. And then we'll create an AWS account and we'll go for the hands-on services of EC2 and S3. This will be the roadmap to the workshop for today's session, right? So coming to the first thing, what is cloud computing? First, we refer that it's a network for internet that we have something which is present in a remote location, which we are not accessing from our device, machine, and anywhere available in the globe. That gives you the power of the cloud computing. Here we have various applications like your emails and data, compute, storage, everything which is available outside your machine or your laptop, that's in the form of a cloud computing. It can provide you the over the networks, maybe in a public network, maybe in a private network, and so on. So we have various applications just like emails, web conferencing, customer relationship management, which are running in the cloud management. So if you have seen this diagram, in this diagram we have laptop, we have servers, desktops, tablets, phones. So this which we have don't have storage, and inside the phone we are accessing over the cloud domain. So anything we are accessing over the database. Nowadays we are using your smartphone. So all everything is getting stored in the cloud era, and we are just accessing with a single click and over the internet. We are accessing the data, right? So we'll play this video for you. Just give me a second. I will share you with the audio. So
Sir, I think the video audio is not audible. Yes, sir.
video was not audible.
Yes, sir.
What's all the buzz about cloud computing? To get started, we need a busy person. Let's call her Sandy. Sandy not only wears awesome cowboy boots, she's the technology partner in a company. Medium size. 18 people in the US. What do they do? How about accounting, tax service? They need desks, chairs, computers, and also software. They need servers for their database, a backup system. They need a safe room for all these machines, a network that keeps them all connected, and the clients connected to them. And they need an IT employee to install it. But because the company is too small, they don't have their own IT guy. They have to call an external consultant. Once everything is set up, it works. Until they start to use it. 18 people use the system in 18 different ways. So the database turns into data chaos. Once in a while, updates have to be made too. Servers renewed, old data migrated again, and Sandy's company is growing. More and more important data continues to be stored in the office. In one place. Risky. And Sandy, she wants to have her life back again, spending her spare time Western dancing or playing golf. Not worrying about technical stuff. Why not do the same thing as back at home? Her music collection, stored on the web. Movies, she watches them online. Family pictures, she shares them on the net. Her encyclopedia is called Wikipedia now, and so on. Why shouldn't her business do the same and move to the cloud? Like this. Everything is stored in this safe and secure place, and all she needs to access it is a simple web browser. This is called cloud computing. Put your whole workflow on the internet. And if your business grows, simply add more users to your cloud, like this, or remove them again. Finally, Sandy feels free. And her husband likes that as well. Wherever she is, everything is just one click away. Okay, we're working on that one. Imagine, by 2020, every byte in the digital universe is expected to live in the cloud, or at least spend some time in it. Your company shouldn't lag behind. Move. Sandy did.
I'm audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So is my screen is visible? So have you seen that how the things have changed from So 10 years back the line, what was we were doing in the IT sector? We are increasing the infrastructure, the storages. Now everything is going in the on-demand services. So that's coming back to the history of cloud computing. In 1950s, we were just having the mainframes, and now in 1960s we have rise to the PCs. Then coming to the 1990s, we have virtual private networks, demand high bandwidth, and 2000 we have got a IT infrastructures increase in the virtualization. And cloud computing came in 2010, where we have the power of cloud computing. So we have different types of models, collaborations, and how the usage became. We can use the. So it came more. It started from 2010, but it came into power mid of 2015 or 2017. So and after the COVID, this has become the main usage of the cloud and computing power for all of the usage, right? So now coming with the benefits of the cloud computing, we have got high benefits in the cloud. The biggest benefit is that the resource sharing. We share the resources over the network. We don't purchase the resources, just we share. And it is a very cost-effective model. Cost-effective model means the thing which is it is cost will be $1,000, maybe cost will be about $1 for your usage. So you do not to purchase it. And then next one is we have on-demand services. Means whenever you use, you get the services. Whenever you don't use, you remove your services with a single click. And the most important that for this, we don't require any software to be downloaded or installed in your machine. Just with a single click, you can on the web browser, on the console, you can use that particular software and issues over there. We have high efficiency, reliability, and flexibility. It means the usage which is getting transmitted from the cloud servers to your machine and your instance of machine switch, I should say, the browser, it's a high reliable, have high flexibility, and it is more secure environment. It is using high demand of the secure functions and all the security patches, all the algorithms has been revised, and they are up to date all over the, not in the country, all over the globe, I should say. Right. This is the characteristics of your model. We have deployment models as private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. These are different clouds available which people may work it. Suppose you want to go for an organization, so we member for a private cloud, and suppose we want to share the services to the public domains where we don't want private people to be interfered or public people to enter. So we can have a share of public cloud. So hybrid cloud can be a combination of private cloud and public cloud, where some portion of the cloud can be shared by the private organizations and some can be given for just for usage or public usage for using exploring with the services. Community, the group of community or group of organizations which are using or sharing their services, we use a community cloud. It is between 2 or 3 organizations. For this, we have different service models. So these services models are based on their usage, software services, where we have used only on the software applications, platform as services known as PaaS. Third one is IaaS, that is known as infrastructure as services. And these are the common features where we go for it, right? Now coming, this already I have explained you. Now coming with the next, generally on premises, we need to manage all those things in person. So we need to manage applications, data, runtime, middleware, operating system are being installed on a physical machine, and virtualization we host from the machine, servers we host from physical areas. Then we manage big storage. You would have seen that we have storage from the Google, we have storage from the Microsoft, and then how it is getting connected. So this is on premises. But if we talk about the cloud computing, we have 3 different layers, that is IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So these are the layers which we subscribe. We don't purchase, just we subscribe from the on-premises, and logically they are connected. And these are service providers which provide the services, and with the help layer of the cloud computing layer, we just access the things from a web browser. If we talk about the platform services, so in platform we subscribe for the services of application and data, and these are the service providers. So OS and middleware layer, virtualization servers, we don't purchase, just we rent it and we use it. Once the usage is over, we just make it free. And we talk about software services, this is the layer which is being provided by the service provider of the cloud, which is 100% by the cloud. We manage logically, we manage various applications, various data storage, that what type of data will be stored on the cloud. Maybe it's a static data, or maybe it's a magnetic disk, or maybe it's a SSD data. Whether we need to store it, make a replica copy, we need to go for archive, or we need to go for further services, move from one region to the other regions. This all we take care in the cloud service provider. Even though we can make a AMI is nothing but a Amazon machine images with the OS, which OS we need to install, how we need to configure. Everything is available from the service providers, right? So now coming directly to the cloud computing service, that is AWS. We have various partners in the cloud computing. We have AWS, we have Google Cloud, we have Microsoft Cloud. But the biggest business which is coming from the cloud domain is coming from AWS. Amazon is giving you the power of the cloud computing services. We are in all numbers now. Artificial intelligence is on AS. We have generative AIs. We have artificial virtual reality. We have AR. We have robotics applications or the servers which are running on the cloud domain. So now see how the cloud computing on AWS works. So just I'm playing the video. I'm again resharing the screen because the audio need to be reshared. Just give me a second.
AWS is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform. Millions of customers trust AWS to power their infrastructure and applications. Organizations of every type and size are using AWS to lower costs, become more agile, and innovate faster. AWS provides on-demand delivery of technology services via the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. You can use these services to build and run virtually any type of application without upfront costs or ongoing commitments. You only pay for what you use. AWS gives you more services and more features within those services than any other cloud provider. This makes it faster, easier, and more cost-effective to move your existing applications to the cloud and to build anything you can imagine. From infrastructure technologies like compute, storage, and databases, to emerging technologies such as machine learning and artificial intelligence, data lakes and analytics, and Internet of Things. Building on AWS means you can choose the right tool for the job. For example, AWS offers the widest variety of databases that are purpose-built for different types of applications. With AWS, you can leverage the latest technologies to experiment and innovate more quickly. We are continually accelerating our pace of innovation to invent entirely new technologies you can use to transform your business. Like pioneering the serverless computing space with the launch of AWS Lambda, which lets developers run their code without provisioning or managing servers. And AWS built Amazon SageMaker, a fully managed machine learning service that empowers everyday developers and scientists to use machine learning without any previous experience. We are constantly expanding our global network of AWS regions, so you can access AWS services to build and run your applications from anywhere in the world. Each of these regions has multiple availability zones that are physically separated from each other and connected by low latency, high throughput, and highly redundant networking. This makes it easy to design and operate applications that are scalable, fault tolerant, and highly available. Our infrastructure is built to satisfy the security standards of the most risk-sensitive organizations. You also have access to the AWS Partner Network, which has thousands of systems integrators who specialize in AWS services, and tens of thousands of independent software vendors who adapt their technology to work on AWS. With the largest community of customers across every industry, AWS has unmatched experience and operational expertise you can depend upon for your most important applications and every imaginable use case.
We have seen that how the power of AWS has become over the globe, right? Vinda, I'm audible? Am I audible? Yeah, I'm audible. Please, anyone acknowledge me whether I'm audible? Yeah, okay. So continuing. Right, so this is the history of AWS, that how the AWS came in 2002, AWS was launched. Then 2006, AWS launches his products, and 2010 they have customer event, and then they have revenue generated the revenue, and so on. They have increased their production, and now they have a number of services available in all over the globe, and they're offering a number of organizations like Samsung, Netflix, and all those services which are coming in the market to the offering their the platform where they can run their business, right? So this is the cloud adoption framework where the things work, all the AWS things works. We have business platform, people, governance, platform, security, and operations. So business, that means it is giving the highest business to the market. Um, Techs, and to run their business on a very fast platform without any glitch. They are increasing their businesses anytime they can increase, and they can scale down, scale up, and add-ons and de-add-ons. And a platform, their platforms are similar all over the globe. Security patches are not means that they will be up to date in the security issues, and it will be not only applicable only in the country. It will be applicable all over the globe. Means no issue will be coming in the, like if this rule is applicable in India, it is not applicable in US. No, it is, if the rule is applicable in the AWS, means it's applicable all over the regions. Then governance, various laws are applicable, and which may be preventing you to going away from your ups and downs. And operations, we can perform multiple operations as your need and your requirement. It can be customized, it can be enhanced, and so on. So these are the six basic pillars on which the cloud AWS cloud works around, right? So these are services which the AWS offers. We have compute services, we have various migration services. We need to migrate from one services to another services. Then we have got various methods and services available in that. We have security services, we have storage services, we have networking, that how we want to connect in the bandwidth, we want extra low down latency you want to increase, and all this. We have messages servicing, we have database methods, how we can stay in the databases. We have management tools, analytics, and so on. So we will be talking about the compute and the storage stuffing in upcoming slides, right? So if we talk about the compute services, we have various type of compute services. First one is EC2, that is known as Elastic Cloud Compute. It is just nothing but a small, it's a virtual machine. Suppose I have a machine in my home and which I want to run a GPU, but I don't have a GPU in my machine, but my friend has got a GPU in his machine. So we'll ask to give us space in his machine so that I can run my job for a smaller period of time. So he will lend me some space in his machine with the connecting with the network, and I can perform my operations of the job. Then if the work, the service is done, then I can, it will be over, and again I can come back to my machine. So instead of buying a new machine which of GPU, it may cost me in lakhs. So I can lend and share it, and I can rent it. So I can just do my job and can come back, and my job will be over. So this type of it's nothing but just like a VMware, right? So you can host your VMwares, you can run your servers, anything from remote locations, and you can enhance the services, storages, power, CPUs, GPUs, and EC2 at per your need and requirement. We have light sales, we have Elastic Beanstalk, we have EKS, we have AWS Lambda. So we have the most popular services are EC2 and AWS Lambda. Means it will automatically run the functions in your system, which you need not to trigger each and everywhere. Suppose take an example. When you nowadays you are getting 1.5 GB of data in your mobile to use the data services, but it is going to be over. Suppose you have used 90% or 95% of data, it comes a message to you that your data is going to be, power is going to be lower down, and speed will be down. So nobody is sitting at the background to do all those things. It is getting automatically done. So with the help of Lambda functions, the function is getting triggered with a certain value, and when it achieves it, and the message comes to the customer that this services is not going to be stopped or need to be revoked, right? So in the same way, we have storage services. We have simple storage services, that is S3, that you can store the objects and data in the buckets. So just like you have Google Drive, in Drive you are just simply storing the data, photos, images, but it is only the way where you can simply store it, but you cannot segregate, you cannot make a that you have to which version you have stored. So suppose I have stored a data picture in the form 3 version 1, 2, 3. So we just with the name we can recall that okay, this is version 1, V2, and V3. But if suppose it comes automatically, so how it will be nice that even though you need not to track down which version came first or which was the last one. We'll see this how we can make a version in the storage services. We have Glacier, we can take a backup of the things which you have stored in n number of regions available in the cloud domain. We have EBS, that is what type of storage we have. We have storage gateways, that how the storage will be moving from one region to the other region, right? So these are some services which we can use. We can be used by using AWS services. We have website hosting. We have image and video sharing. We have mobility services. We have media distribution. We have storages, backup, and in the disaster recovery, it is the most important that your data will not be lost, right? We have academic computing. We have search engines. We have social networkings. So we have these are the top 10 services of AWS which we are getting used in the market, widely used in the market. We have CloudFront SNS. SNS stands for Simple Notification Services. We have RD, Relational Database System. This is Amazon. We have auto scaling feature, S3, EC2. This is EC2 and S3, which are widely used in the market by many of the organizations, and so on. That we have Beanstalk, Lambda functions, BPC, IAM, and identity access management. That means how we are going to verify this the right person or the right user to use that services, right? So these are the list of companies. Not all are available, but maximum companies which have list have been shown, which are using the AWS services all over the globe, right? So we have the AWS regions. The blue dots are showing that we have regions available all over the globe, and the red one is that showing that which is will be going to upcoming in the next few months. It will be available, and again it will be active over. So in India, we have two regions. One is in Mumbai, one is in Hyderabad, right? So and regions may be having multiple availability zones. So availability zones will be nearby your stations and we increase in number. So regions in India, we have two. That is one will be in Mumbai and other one is in Hyderabad, right? So total in all over the globe, we have 16 regions and 444 AGs. AGs are nothing but your availability zones. 6 new regions are coming and 17 new availability zones are we are waiting to be online for the usage purpose, so that the speed and the data transmit rate can be much more faster, right? So now we'll see a small video where you can create a your AWS account, how it's getting created, and just I will play that and let you know. So what you will do, just you can open a Google, and in this Google you can write down the just simply AWS, and then you will get an option for that AWS Compute Services. Just open this aws.amazon.com. Then you have to click for sign in option. You can click a sign in option over here, right? So you will get this console, and thus you need to click for create an AWS account. Then you have a root user, you put a Gmail ID, right? And after putting a Gmail ID, just you have to choose a username. So you can choose any username and verify your email address. So click on verify your email address. Then you will get a notification on your email that to cross check whether you are the right person to be who are making your account, right? So go to your email and you will get refresh it. You will get a message from here. So you can open it, copy this message, and paste that message into the AWS console and verify. Right. So it asks for the new password. Your password should be alphanumeric along with the character. Right. So I'll confirm it and move to the next step. Right. So you will get information that you have to put whether you're using for your business purpose or you're using for your personal purpose. So I will put for personal purposes because I'm not going to run any business on over here. Right, then you write your full name and make sure the name should not be wrong because you have to verify from your debit card or credit card. Just choose your country. We have choose your country, okay, and then put your phone number. Right, just I'm entering the phone number and so on. Take to the next step. Then you will be having a billing statement. So you have to share your Visa or MasterCard. So you just enter your debit card details and do not enter your credit card because the bill automatically generates. And just enter your debit card details, which is of master category. and after entering the details, you can proceed to the next page. Where CVV number, card number, expiry date, card holder name, that's all you have to put. So after that, it will ask for PAN. Over here, you can leave it as no or yes, but you have to select any one. So you choose no if you don't have your PAN number. Then ₹2 will be deducted from your account to verify that whether you are the right person or not. So then you will get an OTP and your ₹2 will be deducted from your debit card or your credit card, right? So I'm not just showing a online video because already I made an account, so this process cannot be repeated again. So just I'm showing you a small clip. Right, then you can have your console and thus you can confirm your identity and then you can select for your use which type of use you want to use. You can go for personal use, right? Then ownership type is will be individual, and then you have to provide your PAN number. Without PAN number, it not because nowadays verification of the account is very tough. You need to verify. So the card which you are using, you can put the PAN number of that particular account. Maybe if you are using your father's, you can put your father's PAN number, and the same debit card should be there, right? And then you have to move to the next step. So a message will be, you can check a message for using a voice call or a text message. So you can select your country and you can select a text message and put your mobile number, then this captcha, and then enter over the captcha and move further, right? Then move further. So you will get a verification code on your mobile number and enter that verification code over here and then move to the next step. So your account will be verified that you are the right person with the right authenticity. So and then when you get this window, you have to select the basic support. Okay, so you will have the services access, but in a limited time, limited period, or limited space. So it is free for 1 year. You can select it this and you can move to the further. Complete sign up. So once you do that, your account will be active. And you already account, then you can go to the console of AWS and just you can log in it. Right. So from here you can sign into the console and just your root user. Then you have to put your Gmail ID or the ID which you have used, and after that you have to look for next, and then you can put your password and just sign in. Right. So this type of console will be open. So now let's move to the AWS console for the hands-on. I will show you that how things are being done on the AWS console. Right. So up to here, I hope that my the making of the AWS account will be clear to you all. I hope. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this was a video which I cannot show you again from my account because I already created my account. So just I logged out from here. I will show you again. Is my this AWS console screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Right. So just I log in. I just click for AWS console login. Right. So I get it over here. Just I click it on the console management. Right. And then I will go for this is coming as a real time. Okay. So I will sign into the console. So just you have to click on the root user, then put your ID. I have clicked my ID and I will go for next. It will ask for the passwords. Already I have saved my password. Click on the password. Then it will ask for MFA. So MFA is nothing but multi-factor authenticator. I will tell you how you have to activate your. So my application for MFA. This is the application which will show you the password on your mobile. So I have to enter that password. So I will enter this password which I have received 798, right? And I will submit it because why this MFA is required? Because once you log into your password account may does not get hacked, so you need to activate your MFA, multi-factor authenticator. Just like in Google Gmail, you have a authorization. Once you log in, you get a OTP on your mobile, and once you submit that OTP on your from your mobile, which you have received, onto the console, then only you get a inbox message, home screen, that you can see your emails, so that your account should not be hacked. Right. So how to activate your MFA? We have to write IAM. So Identity Access Management. Go to the IAM services over here, and that you have to go for MFA. I think for me, MFA is active. Yeah. See, root user has MFA, so it is already activated. I will tell you. I will show you the link afterwards. So just have to click over here, and once I click, so one barcode will come. Scan that barcode, and then you can using a authenticator app. So you have two types of authenticator. One is Google Authenticator, and another one is your Microsoft Authenticator. So I show you. This is the Google Authenticator. It is visible to you. Just I will click it over here. I can click for add. Then I will scan this barcode and scan. A scanner will be open. Then the barcode which is coming over here, scan it automatically. It will be connected, and you will start receiving the code like this. Is it clear? Right. So your account will be secured, and nobody else can access your account without your permission. Right. So now just coming to the dashboard of AWS. So coming to the services. Right. So we'll search for the first services of EC2. So we have seen that whatever services we have discussed, we have analytics services, application, blockchain, business applications, and we have cloud financial management, compute, containers, database, and so on. So every time they are increasing the services day by day, right? So we have to restrict to the services which what we have decided to discuss. So we'll go with the EC2 services. So we'll click on the EC2, right? And if you don't know, just you can click it, just simply you can write it over here, EC2, right? So automatically this window will be open, and you can select it over here, right? So this will be your dashboard for your EC2, 100% dashboard. And over here, your user ID will be, so which user ID you have taken, it will be visible over here. This will be the regions on which instances are going to be, your account is running. You can choose your regions in which you want to work, and all will be having the same services. So I am in India, so I will prefer to choose the Asia Pacific Mumbai, right? So I will select Mumbai region, and automatically now it will be switched to the Mumbai region, right? So now this is a dashboard. You can check in EC2. We don't have any VMs running. Instances are nothing but your virtual machines are running. So it's 0. Scaling groups is 0. And load balances are 0. Security group 0. Volumes are nothing but how much storage we have attached or detached. So all 0. Whether we have taken any snapshot means any backup has been taken, 0, right? So key pairs are the security groups which we create. So already I have created many instances, so I deleted. So these key pairs never get deleted. You can use existing key pairs in the upcoming instances, or you can create a new security group every time. So we'll go for launching of an instance. I will show you how we can launch an instance which is available in the in the globe, but you don't know where it is, right? So let's see. So you can click for launch an instance from here, or you can just click from instances over here, right? So we'll click for launch an instance over here. So once we click in this way, this window comes for you, right? So you need to give a instance name, right? So I just give an instance name as Linux server 09, right? I've given this name. So next, then which type of environment you that OS you want to do? I have to go for Linux, right? So I will select for Ubuntu, right? So once you select, automatically, sorry, I think something Ubuntu, right? Right. So it has given you a filters, or if you don't write anything, just what you can do, just you can have, you will view that what types of AMIs, Amazon machine images are available for you, right? So I have selected Ubuntu, right? So because in Windows connecting, it is easy for everyone to connect a Windows. So I will show you how to connect a Linux environment via a Windows environment. So make sure that you have a machine which is running above Windows 10. If you have Windows below Windows 10, the accessing method will be different. Right? Up to here, the portion is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Right. So coming to the next, so we have free tier limits because we are under the free tier limit. So you have to check the AMIs which are in free tier, eligible for free tier. So it will be visible over here that which are under the free tier. But so it will be available for you can make an option that you want for Windows, you want for Mac, iOS devices. So you can choose it, and you have two options. One is for 64-bit x86 and 64-bit ARM. So ARM is nothing but an AMD processor, and x86 is nothing but your Intel processor, right? And it is under the free tier element. This is the latest OS which is available in the AMI as a form of AMI in AWS. That is Ubuntu Server 22.0 LTS. LTS nothing but your long-term support, right? So we'll select this. We'll select the Intel processor because we consider that Intel processors are much more better, right? So we'll select this. After selecting this, right? So you have selected. Now you have to select the instant time, means what type of CPU you want to give, what type, how much you want to give a memory. So you can select, and just you can scroll down and you can select any type of CPU, like you want to give 1 CPU, 2 CPU, 4 CPUs. It's just nothing but the cores. You want to give 2 GB memory, 80 GB memory in terabyte. So you have, it's just like that you are configuring your machine by your own as per your need and requirement. So generally we can choose anything, but it will cost you. So what we do, we will select only the free tier limit because it is for the practice purpose, right? So it is available in the free tier limit that we have 1 CPU with 1 GB of RAM, and on demand it will be charging you 0.00124 USD per hour. It's very nominal, right? So, and then when you're going, then for accessing from your machine, you will be requiring a key because the instance will be running in the cloud. So a handshake has to be done, that a private key with the public key has to be exchanged. It, right? So we'll generate a key pair login. So we'll select a key pair. We'll write a key pair as Linux key. Okay, just have, it can be anything. Linux key I have written. Just I will put 09 because the name is also 09. Oh, sorry, we'll click for create a new key pair, right? So it will be RSA, and we are using from a window. You have to use .temp file, right? So we have to use a temp file, and we'll write a key pair name as Linux key 09, right? So select this PEM file and create a key pair. So this key pair will be downloaded in your downloads folder in the form of .pem file, right? So up to this much is clear. This is the private key which is being available to you, and now you have to move further. So you can make the changes from the network setting, that from which network you want to access, or what is the subnet and what is the public IP you want to define. So I will not do changes in that. Firewall, it is create a new security group, and even though from the website also you can access, so you can allow for HTTP traffic, you can allow this, and this is the IP address from where you want to access. If you put a public means particular IP address from, it means that from that a particular machine only you can access this instance. So I have put it at anywhere, means from any of the machines I can access it, right? So now what type of storage it is giving? So free tier limit is giving you just minimum 8 GB storage, and up to 30 you are eligible, and if you increase more storage then you will be charged. So excuse me. So this is a type of storage, means SSDs or IOPS. Then we have magnetic standard. So magnetic standard is nothing but your older days HDDs, hard disk, right? So it is nothing but you are configuring your machine at the initial time, and once the configuration is done, you can start your instance. So this is what I'm just not disturbing anything. GPU is doing general purpose two registers, right? SSDs. So just I will click for the launch of instance. Right, just a second. It is not required. Right, so we'll select for 8 and just click for. What is the problem? Yeah, just click for security existing. Right. Just a second. Yeah, just a second. Something, I think miscommunication had happened. Linux server 09, right? Then we'll select Ubuntu. We will select this, right? So we selected this, a free tile limit with already the key pair we have made, right? This is there, and create a new security group, allow traffic, 8 GB RAM, GP2, okay, for launch, right? Or it's asking for auto scaling, right? I don't know why it is asking. Create an existing security group. Oh, I think subnets have been deleted, so create a subnet has to be created. So I think something had happened. Yeah, just a second. I think some issue has happened. I don't know what is the issue. LTS verified, right? Instance type is okay. Linux, this is the Linux key. Okay. So create a new security group, 8 GB. It should launch. I don't know why it is not coming. Right? Yeah, you successfully created now. This is in this one. Right? Yeah. Now select a subnet. VPC came. seconds. Must be valid VPC. I think it's getting overlapped. Right, something is coming as an error over here. Yeah, just we can put for no. Yeah, now it's okay. So these type of errors will come for you. You need to resolve because I've cleaned my desktop, dashboard. So many of the settings were deleted to make you start from the scratch. And this type of errors, how much you are so much means expert, but this type of errors will come. You need to rectify. So successfully you have launched your instance, and just we'll see. Just I will close this. Okay, and I will show you on the dashboard, right? So you click it over here. Now if you refresh it, so you can see that instance one is running. So I will just click over here, right? So I will come to this window. So now you can check it out. So the instance is running. So if I select, I made the server one name as an instance name, but this is the ID all which is unique all over the globe, right? In the AWS globe. So we select this, so you can see that what is the instance ID. Just I will show you, right? So this is the instance ID. This is the public IP address. This is the private IP address. Then we have domain name server. Then what is the VPC ID and all this is and will be visible. So all the informations are visible and what type of line platform it is. This is a Linux or Unix platform. What is the name of the machine image, right? So I will I need to launch this OS which I have created, which is running somewhere inside the cloud domain. So it is getting initialized, checks initializing. Once this is over, we can start connecting it. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Just wait for a minute. Right. So coming back. So yeah, the status check has passed. So it means all the things which we have configured, it's now working perfectly fine. So now we'll select this and we'll click for the connect option. So once you connect, right, so you get a SSH client, you get a session manager, here EC2 connect. So directly you can connect by using EC2 connect also. If you click over here, you can click it, start from the using a EC2 connect, and this is your public address, this is a name, and just you can click, it will be open in a new browser, and you can see that your Linux environment has started over here, right? So this is your Linux environment, and you can see that your Ubuntu Linux operating system is already up, right? So up to this much is clear to you. So with a Windows machine, I have hosted a Linux environment. Up to this much is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So how it is, see, a single click, we were able to do that. Now, if you want to connect by using some other method, so I will show you other method also. We'll select this. You go for connect by using a SSH client. What we can do,
So your screen is not visible. I think he has some intermittent connections. Let me just check it.
Visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible now.
Actually, there was a power drop, so maybe like that I connected from my mobile, so maybe that issue. I repeat the step, how to connect your Linux environment. Click on, up to this much was clear, that we are connected to the EC2 instance and then we came to the SSH client. This was clear? So, so we'll click on the, okay, I'll just show you again, right? We'll click it on EC2 instance, right? Then we'll select this server, then we could click on the option for connect, right? So once you click for connect, this SSH window will be there, SSH client, and how you want to connect. That is a secured hash method. So we'll come on this window, right? So now this is the name of your uh, Linux environment where it is being running. So now what I will do, I will open the download folder and just I will click it over there. I will write cmd command. So automatically it will change the user to the downloads. So let's check it. What are the files available, right? So I think the in downloads we have a PEM file. This PEM file is available. So we'll copy this PEM file, copy, right, and we'll copy over and we'll write ssh hyphen I, right? We'll paste the key, right? Then we need to paste this key which is available over here. We'll copy this and we'll paste it over here. So once we paste over here, see it is asking that whether you want to continue. So we'll write yes. So once we write yes, it will give you the access. So see, your Linux environment is available to you. Can you see? We can access the Linux environment. Now we have to check that whether this type of list we have. So we can write the command cat space OS release, right? So if we run, so see, this is the Ubuntu name of the Linux, this is the version, this is the person who has released, and it is running in the launch. So this is all the same which is available over here, and you can cross check with your AWS console. It will be available over here with the same things, right? So you can see give you the versions and all everything, right? So if you want to check how much free memory we have, we can write it down, free space minor M. So you can check that how much memory it is available. This is 941 GB of CPU was available. So you can check it over there. It is approx nearby that. Okay. So let me check how many CPUs we have. And we'll write clear command, and just we can clear the schemes, and we can write less CPU. I think it will give you the message that how much CPUs are available to you. That is I can check it over here. So yeah, CPU was one, right? So core is also that CPU family. It comes in that model. So basically, we'll check that one CPU we have attached in the free tier element. So one CPU is available, and that is all the extra part which is available to you. Can cross check it, right? Information. So this is all, right? And then we'll check how much total RAM is allocated to you. Just we can write df space minus hyphen h. So you can check how much GB of RAM is allocated to you. Storage was allocated. So I think this is 7.6 GB, which was nearly about 8 GB. So because it was uses million, so the everything is coming as perfectly fine. So your Linux environment is running somewhere in the cloud, which you don't know, and you can access from your Windows machine. You need not to install and make the space occupied for a Linux environment, and your speed will not be. So how much fast it is getting responded, right? So you can check your IP also. So you can check IP A. So it will give you Yeah, so you can get it the IP address over here also. So you can run your Linux command also. You can use ls. So if you have other commands, so we could date, right? You can check what is the date for today. So all Linux things which you want to work it, so you can use it and you can check it over here, right? Up to this much is clear.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to use the editor, you write the file name, it is abc.sh. So we can click enter. So see, VI editor is open. What you works, and if you want to put the same function will be there. How we enter the command. So we'll put for I for insert mode. Now it is insert mode. So we'll write a small statement echo. Hello students, right? We have written hello student. Now we'll press escape and put colon. So and WQ. So WQ is nothing but your save and quit. So we'll come again on the window. So then we can write. We have to run the command. Run the file. So we check sh space file name dot sh, that is abc dot sh, and it will see the message which we have entered over here. It's coming over here as a hello student, right? So if you again you want to open the file, that is vi space abc dot sh, right? So enter. So file name answer, put I. So it will be now, it will be in insert mode. So again you can write the second statement echo today I am happy, right? So now press escape, then press colon WQ, and again come back and again run the file, that is sh abc dot sh. So see, so both whatever you can append. So in the same way you can run the various services over here and you can do it. If you want to go to the root login, so this is your Ubuntu login. You need to go to the root login. So you have to write sudo hyphen I. So it will give it to the root login access, right? So now you are in the root login access. The same way with the Linux is working, and now you got access for the root login. So you need to update the thing. So for that we have some commands. So we have a apt get update. So see, it is not available for to get an update. So this is all. You can see that all the files which can easily work over here, and actions can be taken. So you can make dirs, mkdir, bcd, right? So you can choose the other commands to get the things done, and you can create the file that's less, right? So all the files are make a mkdir. So bcd file was the directory which I made it. So it's now available in the root directory, right? So you can run over here. So I just come out and please space dot dot. Just I move it out, right? And just I give it for the exit. Okay. So it is logged out. Now it is logged out. So no service is logged out. And again, we can come back to the Linux environment over here. Right. So these are two ways how you can connect with your instances, right? So once you have your job is done, so you can exit over here. Okay, so the connection has been stopped. So it was in AP South 1, right? So now I will go over here and I will check for instances. So we'll click it. So it is running now. We'll select this instance and now we'll go to the instance state and we'll close for stop. So once we stop, so the services will be stopped over. So means for the particular duration you have used, and for that time only it will be charged. For other things, it will not be charged. But suppose you need to buy a machine for this much of RAM, CPUs, and storage. So for that you need to spend in lakhs. But now in a fraction of second, you have launched the services and you have used the things, and with a small amount of money, right? So this is all. This is all about EC2. You can see what the various things are, the private IPs and all. And then it is which type of micro state instance type it is there. It is visible over here, right? So it was AP South 1B. So that the same thing was visible over here. This is AP South 1, right? So all the things are same. And the access method has been different. So once you refresh, it will come in a state of stopped state. Yeah, it is now instance has been stopped. So you can go to the EC2 dashboard. You can check. So the volume 1 is there. Instance running is 0. So now the question comes, if we delete that instance, whether the volume will be deleted or not. Let's see. So go to the instance, close this button, this instance of, we select this instance, and now go to the instance set. We have option for terminate. So for terminate, we click it over here, right? So the instance is getting shut down, and after some time it will be terminated. So go for a refresh. So now instance is terminated. Okay, now we'll go to the EC2 dashboard. Now refresh it. See, you have deleted the instance. The volume is also diluted, but the security groups which you have created or the key pairs which you have created will not be deleted. They will be remain as it is. You can use the existing security pairs, the key pair or the security groups for the upcoming instances also. So this instance portion is clear. Shall we move to the next one as a bucket?
Yes, sir.
To the next S3. So it is simple storage services. So we'll select S3 over here, S3. So once you write S3, this option will come over here. So you select over here. Now what is S3? S3 is nothing but that is to give you the how you store the data. And once you store the data, then how it can be accessible, and whether you, what type of management means you need to give a versioning means. Suppose I made a file V1 yesterday, now today the same file I updated. So now after 10 days, I need to access the last file. So whether I need to maintain the names or automatically it will be maintained. So this is the advanced feature of S3, that automatically the things are being maintained. You need not to put any date or name, even though with the same name also it will make a differentiate that this file was stored 10 days back or today. And the same way, if the charges also been charged based on your occurrence of your access. So if your file is getting access frequently, then the charges will be different. If you are suppose in take an example of your academic records, right? So the students who are in the first to 4 year, their data is getting accessed frequently, but the students who are getting passed away from the university, the data is accessed very rarely. So we can keep that data in the back end and in the form of glacier, and whenever it is getting access, then for that particular access record, we need to pay. That will be just for a small row, and we need not to pay for a whole database, right? So now we have to create a bucket over here. So we'll go to the S3 and click on the bucket. So we'll create a bucket name, create a bucket. The bucket name should be unique all over the globe. It should not be a single. So we'll write Puneet 009. So let's see this bucket name is unique or not, right? So ALC it is disabled, and block all public access. It is already blocked, and versioning we have disabled, and encryption will not do anything. Key will not put answers. We create a simple bucket. Right. So a bucket has been created. This successfully created because this name was not available anywhere all over the globe. Right. So let's see this bucket is, yes, this bucket is available. Now we'll click this. It is available in AP South 1 of Mumbai. Now we click on this bucket. Now in this bucket we'll add the data. So data will be added in the form of objects. Now how to upload this? We can upload it from here. We'll click and from you can add a file or you can add a folders also. So we'll add a file, right? Let's see which file is available. So okay, okay, take this photo, right? So we'll select this and yeah, this file name, and we can upload it. So let's wait and see that the file is getting uploaded successfully, right? So now we'll go to this bucket. Okay, and we'll go to the my bucket which I have created. Let's see in this. Yeah, this file is available. We select this file. Now we need to open this file. So we'll click on this. So yeah, this the same file which I uploaded. Now it is available, which you can access. Okay, so if I want to make the access, now let's see. Now we'll open this file and see the objects properties. So this is the S3 URI and which region it is available, what is the ARN of this object, when it was created, what is the tag, and what is the size, and what is the type of the file, and this is nothing but the object name. So we'll check the object URL, see whether it is publicly accessible or not. So we'll go over here, paste that. So it is coming as access denied. Why? Because we have not given any access. We need to make some changes. So that why? Because when we make some changes and give permissions, then only the file will be accessible from anywhere from the globe. But if you copy this open file, so it will be open from your console, but somebody else want to get it open. For that you need to give the permission. So see how I will give a permission. Let's see. Go to the bucket, right? And that select this. Okay. Yeah, we need to go to the it has to be the permission, right? So we'll click on with the public access was blocked, right? So we'll click on now we'll edit this public access. So we'll uncheck and we'll save the changes. We'll write confirm. So we'll just it asks twice that whether you are confirming that the object should be publicly available. So you give the access to the C. Right. So this is done. Now we need to generate a policy that it should be accessible in the public domain. Right. So let's see how the things goes. Yeah, properties, permission. Yeah, so let's see whether the bucket is now accessible. The object is accessible. So we'll select this object and we'll copy this URL and we will paste it over here. Still it is not. This means we need to generate a policy. Policy means you are generating a policy, giving a permission that okay, this object can be accessible, right? So generate a policy. How we can go it? Yeah, this is bucket policy. In this you have to we need not to write a policy, just we can create the policy. This is the power of a cloud that you can just plug and play. So we'll click on the edit, we'll click on the policy generator, right? So just it has opened over here, right? So we just now which type of services we are using? We are using S3 bucket policy. So we'll select the policy over here. Now what is the principle? So effect is allow. Principle is means we will allow all the files. So for allowing all the files, we can simply put a asterisk, right? So simply you can put asterisk means all the files in the bucket files which are available in your bucket should be will all be accessible, right? So services is S3, right? Now action is you to get the object. So we'll select the services for get object. Get. Okay. Get bucket. Yeah, this one, get object. So we selected this. Now we have to write the this ARN within resource name. So we'll be having a bucket ARN. So this just simply copy this bucket ARN, right, and paste over here. So once you paste this ARN over here, so just add a statement. So once you add a statement, the statement will be available there, and then you have to click for a generator policy. This policy will be generated. Now you can just simply copy this policy. Okay, I will copy this policy, close, and now we'll come over here to the policy maker. So we'll right click it over and we'll paste this policy, right? So we'll now save the changes. It's showing an error, like action does not have any resources and instances in the statement, right? Means the resources. So what type of object means which file we? So for that we need to add what should I say? Yeah, that what type of, whether you want a particular file. So if you want a particular file, you can put that slash, and you can put a particular file name. So that particular file will be giving a public access. But in a bucket means in a folder, you want all the files to be getting in a public access. Just you can simply put a star, right? So these are small changes. Now again, save the changes. Now the changes have been done. So let me close this, and now come to the bucket of mine. Then select this, open this. Now with this object URL, let's see whether this file is getting open. See, this file is getting opened. So now I will share this link to you, right? Just check it out whether this file is available. You can open this file. See, just open, check and open. Brinda?
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
All right.
Yes, sir. It's opening.
Yeah, it's opening means I have stored the data in my bucket. Now you can access anywhere in the globe with this policy generator, right? So you can give the policy to access to the your single objects. You can give to the multiple objects, or you can give to the multiple buckets. Is it clear? Right.
Yes, sir.
So now we'll open this bucket and we'll go for permission. Okay. Properties. Now we will see the bucket versioning. The last topic of the workshop is that how we can give a bucket version. So we'll go to the, these are the objects available in the buckets. Of next we go to the properties. In properties we have bucket versioning. So we'll click over here. So we go edit. So we'll click for enabled, right? And then make a save changes, right? So now bucket versioning is available for you. So how it works? Right. I'll just show you. Okay, I'll go for the object. So now previously this option was not coming. This option was not coming. And now if I want to upload any file with the same name, so suppose I open this file. Okay, so let me open with the where is open in the paint? Yeah. So open in the paint. So I have made the changes, right? I put it over here, right? I just made it save. So this file is edited. Okay. So now I will again, what I will do, I will upload the same file. Add a file. Go to the gallery. Open. Same file name is there, right? So now I uploaded it. Okay, let's see whether it's overwrite. It has the teacher has overwritten the file, or whether both the files are getting stored in the bucket. So we'll go to the bucket, right? So we'll go to the bucket. Now we'll open this option. So versioning. See, can you see this is the last version, and this is the new file which I have created, right? So if I click it, so now if I click it, this is the edited file. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So already it is melting. So now what you are doing in Google Drive? So in Google Drive, you need to rename at V1, V2, V3, and then you have to make a call that, okay, this was the last V1 version, means first time, then the second time. But over here, but with a simple click, you can make the changes, and this type of tree will come. So whatever the, suppose if I added one more file over here with the same name, so it will come that with when it was created and with how it is getting connected with your things, right? Is it clear? So this is all
Yes, sir.
about your EC2 and your S3. So these are the most popular services of your cloud, which everybody is using and to make the thing, because these all are required in the market, and it's not only limited to only these services, but majority of the organizations are using these services to get it things their business done, and nobody is making their on premises things. They are just what should I say? They're making everything on the cloud, and they want to scale up when they require, and they want to come down when they don't want the things in their environment, right? So this is all about your EC2 and your S3. So any questions from your side? I hope if you are you want to enroll with the cloud company and the jobs are higher, means you can get a job means starting from the 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs package, and just simply is the plug and play. So you can have seen that how the things are getting generated. You need not go for high coding. It's a simply plug and play. Only the thing is that you should know the pipeline of the task and how it is getting done. Okay, that's all from my side. Any queries, any questions from anyone?
I think if anyone has some kind of query, they may write in the chat box.
Yeah. Okay, if no one has a queries, then thank you.
I think so. Maybe just. I think so. Nobody has the query. So as we draw to a
Linda,
close.
you like
Yes, sir.
the session?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have some sort of experience in Azure, and
Right.
so it was
It is
quite.
almost same, but
Yes,
the
sir.
market of AWS is somewhat bigger.
Yes, sir. That's what I have learned in this session, because we were taught in the classes the Azure part, just the basics of the cloud computing and all.
But in this workshop, this is not the basic. I have already said that we are on hands-on, so you have seen the real. See, I got stuck in the creating the instance because
Instances.
I before coming to you, I cleared everything. So I cleared my security group, everything. So that created a problem to me. But anyhow, that real-time problem came in front of you, and you have experienced how we have to overcome. So how much
Yes,
you have
sir.
experience you have, but the problems will come. Just you have to sit calm and rectify.
Yes, sir.
It was a wonderful session, sir, and we're really glad you accepted our invitation. And we would definitely like to collaborate with you for our future events.
Sure, ma'am. See, already we are working as I'm working as an associate dean for cloud computing, and we are taking a lead over here. And my PhD is also in mobile cloud forensics. So you can check me on online, and we will collaborate, and we can get more better results, because cloud is the next generation with AI. Because if you're doing only AI, it will not stand in the market. AI with cloud, because how you will get a course? Suppose you want to run a program for the GPUs. You don't have GPUs, so you take or GPUs on rent. So only the cloud computing powers can give you the that. And if you have the knowledge how to configure GPUs and all, you can rule the world. That's what
Yes,
I
sir.
want to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
sir.
Thank you, Neha ma'am. Thank you, Vrinda, for also coordinating. Thank you so much, all, for giving and wonderful time to me to explain you the power of AWS. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. So I'm leaving.
Yes, sir.